I want you to count from 1 to 15 in your own language.
It's very simple. That is otu, abo, ato, ano, ise, isunu, asa, asato, tolu, ri, ri n'otu, ri n'abo, ri n'ato, ri n'ano, ri n'ise.
What language is this?
This is Ihroha language.
Ihroha?
Yeah.
That is Ikwerre?
Ikwerre, yeah.
Power, government approval.
Okay, all right. Also, now let's do the alphabet, the English alphabet. Recite it with your language.
Alphabet is very longer than that of English, and it's
no, just try.
Ikwerre, the alphabetical listen of Ikwerre is longer and more related than that of English.
Okay,
you know,
do it.
We started by what we call the alphabet. This is called ABBD.
Just recite it.
ABBD. You start with A, B, B, D, E, O, U, E. You understand?
Yes.
So from this you will derive the rest from these 8 sections I give to you.
Oh my God!
The typical Igbo person will not speak your language, will not like to speak your language. We speak his or her own language to you. You must speak his language. And this happens in the marketplace. And Igbos are all over our markets. Most of our people married Igbo women who took time to teach their children Igbo language. They will never teach Ikwerre language. So obviously that child grows up with Igbo language. In my place, there's a story that goes this way, that a man takes his child, his son, to school for registration. The headmaster says, what is the child's name? My child's name is Ovunda. What is Ovunda? The headmaster is an Igbo man. What is Ovunda? That's his name. No, I don't know. I don't understand what is the meaning of Ovunda. Ovunda means the heart of the father. The headmaster quickly put the name as Obinna. Automatically. You can see the movement from Ovunda to Obinna. You can imagine what will be happening in other Ikwerre villages like that, where the Igbo is at the helm of affairs. They are in charge of the churches, they are in charge of the schools. Recall also that during the Eastern region, Igbo was the language that was compulsory mandatory here to be taught in primary school.
Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. In the video you just listened to, first of all, it started with a social experiment by Namen TV, where an Ikwerre person was told to count in his language, and after counting in his language, if you are somebody who understands Igbo language, counting in numbers in Igbo language, you know that there is no difference between what that Ikwerre man counted as the numbers in Ikwerre language or Ihurunha language that is any different from what you get from the Igbo language. Even the alphabetical numbers that he came up with is basically the same thing, but he says Ikwerre language. Okay, it's not there for you to determine whether there is any significant difference between Ikwerre counting in numbers and the alphabet from that of Igbo. That said, before we look at what the Ikwerre elder, because that elder is a gray-haired elder who was trying to justify that Ikwerre is not Igbo. First of all, let me say this. No Ikwerre person who said that he's not Igbo should be made or forced to say that he is Igbo. However, Ikwerres who say that they are not Igbo have no right to ostracize the Ikwerres who say that they are Igbo. All of them should have their basic right to claim either to be Igbo or not to be Igbo, to either come from Benin or to say I'm Igbo, I'm rooted in Ikwerre land, in Igbo land. These two can cohabit without any problem. So I want that to be settled. However, if you say that Ikwerre, like this elder was trying to justify, that Ikwerre language is different from Igbo and that Ikwerre is not Igbo, and you give the example of that his father took his child to a headmaster because the headmaster is Igbo, and the headmaster asked the name of the child, and the father said the name is Ovunda. And the headmaster said, what is Ovunda? And the man, and you said that the meaning of Ovunda is the heart of the father. And the teacher, who the headmaster who is Igbo wrote Obinna. Now, if he had stopped at telling us Ovunda without telling the meaning of Ovunda, it would have made his case easier. But by explaining what Ovunda means, the meaning of Ovunda and Obinna is the same thing. Because Obinna, I say, is the Ovunda is the heart of the father. And it is something with Obinna. So the headmaster was not wrong. Both of them mean the same thing. It's all a question of semantics. It's all a question of dialect. It's not about language. There's a difference between language and dialect. In Igbo land, there are various dialects. Like now, you know that many people believe that in Igbo language, ego means money. But there were places in Igbo land where ego means okbo. Okay? So it's all about different dialects. So having different dialects does not mean that a language is not the same. That is by the way. Now he went on to say that Ikwerres married mostly Igbos. So what happened to the women of Ikwerre? That their men marry mostly Igbo women who now impose their language on their children. It doesn't really sound convincing because we know in African tradition that men are domineering, their influence is more. I don't understand that women, because they stay with children mostly, that they have influence on children. But to believe that a whole language of a people can be changed because of the women they married, I find it difficult to wrap my head around it as a justifiable proof. Now I'm taking this man's defense of Ikwerre being distant from Igbo. Why I'm doing this is just for academic purpose. If you say that you are not Igbo, you are not Igbo, but you have to give, and you want to give a proof that you are not Igbo, you have to give something that is intellectually plausible, something that can make sense. That's the reason why Ikwerre language had been displaced by Igbo language, was because Ikwerre men married Igbo women. In other words, okay, let them put embargo on marrying the women, Igbo women, so that their language will be preserved. To me, it doesn't really, I find it difficult to wrap my head around that kind of reason why Igbo language is preeminent in Ikwerre land. I do not, I find it difficult to believe that that's the reason. Perhaps there's some other reason he can say. But the truth of the matter is that from even the alphabetical and numbering social experiment that was done by Name, you see that the Ikwerre language is Igbo language. No difference. Okay, so it's all about dialect. Then he went on to say that Igbo men enforce their language on you. That is not true. If you look at the Igbo Igbo people he was talking about in their market, they speak Igbo, they enforce their language on you. I do not think that that is true. Igbos are in the markets all over Nigeria and all over the eastern region. They were business people. They are reputed for that. They don't enforce your language. They don't impose their language on you. Instead, they learn your language. That's why in Nigeria today, I can tell you for free, if you are looking for polyglots, people who can speak several languages, you will find them mostly in Igbo land, because these are the Igbos are people who travel a lot. You find them among the Igbos. You can see, because if Igbo man is in Nupe land, selling whatever he want to be selling in Nupe land, you see that he will be proficient in Nupe language. He will learn Nupe language. He will speak Nupe language. There are people, I've seen people who told me that some Igbo traders even speak better Nupe than the indigenous Nupe people. That's what I was told. And that is not applicable to the Nupe. If they are in Hausa land, they learn Hausa language. If they are in Efik, they learn Efik language. If they are anywhere they are as business people, one of the things they learn, in fact, in the Igbo apprenticeship system, one of the things that the apprentice learn once they brought him to come and learn a trade is to learn the language of the market. And the language of the market is always the language of the community in that area. I want anybody who's watching this to give us an example how Igbos came to their place and changing and force the Igbo language on them. Rather, Igbos take time to learn the language. If Igbo man is in a place that is dominated by the Ikwerres, and if the Ikwerres cannot speak Hausa and it's only a Ikwerre they can speak, they will learn it. They will learn that language. That's why I said, as I said earlier, if you are looking for polyglots, people that can speak several languages, you find many of them among the Igbos, because Igbos travel a lot for business purposes. So it doesn't really fly that of all the places in the old eastern region that included both the Efik, the Bibio, the Anang, and what have you. Only in the Ikwerre that they will impose, Igbos came and displaced the Ikwerre language and impose Igbo language. It doesn't really, it doesn't sound convincing to me. It doesn't make any sense at all. And he was talking about that even in the churches and all that, that is the language of the church, is the language of everything in Eastern region. That's not convincing, because Ikwerre land was not the only place where Igbo pastors or Igbo reverend or whatever operated in the eastern region. To now displace their language, no, it's not true. All I know is that the Igbo language, like the Bible was written in Igbo, and it was written in Central Igbo language. So the language of the Bible is different from even the language of other Igbos, because as I said earlier on, in Igbo language, you have various dialects of the Igbo language. Okay. In fact, there are people who have said that there are some parts of Ebonyi state, when they are talking to you, you may not even understand what they are saying, because when they want to go back to their dialect, you may not understand. But if they want you to hear what they are saying, they will say it in Central Igbo for you to hear. But that's not even the case with Ikwerre. Ikwerre is so clear that the average Igbo man who is sitting beside somebody who said that he's Ikwerre will know everything he is saying. Basically, almost everything he is saying. And I have been told that it is also found in other languages. I learned that even among the Yorubas, there are several dialects of the Yoruba language. Okay, so it is with the Igbo language. So this elder have not been I'm not convinced by his reason why Ikwerre is not Igbo. But I respect his right to say that he is not Igbo. And he should also respect the rights of other Ikwerres that say that they are Igbo. That's basically what it should be. But what is wrong is for saying that Ikwerres are not Igbos and that you are not Igbo, but you are now imposing fine on somebody who said that I'm Ikwerre, I'm Igbo. You have no right to impose fine on him. That's my take, because ordinarily my position is that anybody who says he's Igbo is Igbo. If you say you are not Igbo, you are not Igbo. And that is the way I want it to be with the Ikwerres and the Igbo thing. If you are Igbo, if you say you are Ikwerre, you are Igbo, you are Igbo. If you say you are Ikwerre, you are not Igbo, you are not Igbo. But none of them should claim superiority over the other, to the level that Tobacco Ikwerre will say they will impose fine. They will ostracize Senator Azuta-Mbata for imagine the President General of Ohanaeze and Ndigbo, or to try to intimidate their kinsmen who say that they are Igbo. And I like the way the President General of Ohanaeze put it the other day. If you say you are from Benin, fine. But allow those of them who insist that they are of Igbo ancestry to also maintain their say and have their way too. I don't know what you think about this, but whatever is your position, let's hear from you in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.